On-time performance means ibig sabihin lang nun, dapat ang aming mga oras, estimated time of arrival, estimated time of departure are strictly followed. Why? Because quick service means convenience for customers. Pag ikaw ay nagtatrabaho sa isang low-cost airline, it is very important to always have a quick turnaround time because the more the aircraft stays up kesa sa ground, ibig sabihin, mas kumikita ang airline. Kasi pag matagal na sa ground ang isang aircraft, mas malaki ang babayaran. Siyempre, may mga binabayaran yan on ground sa airport. So there. Each airline is rated on the basis of its frontline products and service quality. And for AirAsia, it is, because we are low cost, it is very important for us yung on-time performance dahil doon kumikita ang AirAsia. Alright? So next topic would be the duties of a flight attendant. One of the interesting topics. So, sa mga aspiring flight attendants po natin, of course, working as a flight attendant provides plenty of contact with people as well as opportunities to travel. The cabin crew share responsibility for the safety and comfort of its passengers. So the duties of a flight attendant can be physically and emotionally demanding, and there is a high degree of responsibility involved. Cabin crew are expected to deal with all passengers diplomatically, even when feeling the effects of traveling through time zones and spending extended periods of time on their feet. So, duties include ng isang flight attendant, of course, yung mga the usual, yung mga nakikita lang natin through sa unang tingin lang. Ito yung mga, kumbaga, kung ibang tao pa na hindi tiga-airline yung makaka-notice, parang sa kanila, what we do is first greet passengers as they board and exit the plane. We also show the passengers their seats and provide special attention to certain passengers such as the elderly and disabled. But syempre, hindi alam ng mga pangkaraniwang tao that we are also trained to handle yung mga prisoners on board. Yes, may mga sinasakay po kaming mga prisoners on board, although they are escorted naman po ng mga police. We are also trained to handle mga blind passengers, mga deaf and mute. So, hawak din po namin sila. Kami po ang nagpo-provide ng special attention sa kanila. And then, for the elderly and disabled, yes, we provide also special care to the elderly passengers. We serve meal and refreshments. And sa AirAsia, since we are a low-cost airline, we also do food and beverages service. And then the first thing that we do once we board the aircraft, of course, is we check the condition and availability of the safety and emergency equipment. Ito yung pinakaunang ginagawa namin once we board the aircraft, because the aircraft is equipped with a lot of safety and emergency equipment. Mga example po dyan ay mga portable oxygen bottle, mga fire extinguisher. So yan po yan, meron po kaming mga naka-assign sa amin na mga safety equipment. I'll just go back to the slide here. If you can see it here, we have diba, the L1, L2, R1, and R2. So etong cabin na to, this is the cabin site. This will be, kumbaga, cut in 4. Parang ito, 1/4, and then this one, the other one, and then yung 4 na quadrant na yan, magiging quadrant na po siya. Itong si L1 is for the senior cabin crew, and the rest will be for the line crew. So, bawat quadrant po, meron po tayo mga safety equipments na nakalocate dyan. So, trabaho po namin na once we board the aircraft, hindi po to agad magpapaboard din ng pasahero dahil ang ginagawa po ng mga flight attendant at mga cabin crew, we check the safety and emergency equipments first. if valid ba sila, usable ba sila, updated ba sila, wala bang sira yung mga safety equipment. Trabaho po ng flight attendant yon. And if there is anything na, let's say, kailangang ayusin, we find that there is uh, defect when it comes to our emergency equipments, that is the time that we call the attention of the engineering team. So before magpa-board ng aircraft, we always ensure the safety of the passengers na magiging safe sila sa amin during cruising, during the flight. Because of course, pag nasa ere na tayo, wala na tayong matatawag na mga mekaniko, of course. Kaya on ground pa lang, we have to ensure na updated na lahat and walang defects lahat ng safety equipment. So sa apat na quadrant na yan, there are a lot of safety equipments na kailangan i-check. One of which na sobrang daming kailangan i-check is the life vests under the seat. Kailangan namin ma-make sure na kompleto ang life vest under the seat. Because in case of a water landing or emergency, syempre, dapat lahat merong life vest. Alright? So again, what are the other duties pa of the flight attendant? We also we also do the safety demo. Alam naman po natin yan, yung safety demo before mag-take off ang aircraft. We also administer first aid. Ito, hindi rin po alam ng mga pangkaraniwang tao, but yes, we are trained first aiders. Nagkakaroon po kami ng annual training when it comes to first aid. Nagkakaroon po kami ng mga practical exam at kailangan namin mapasa yun every year. Yung mga first aid exam and practical exams. Bukod po sa mga exam na actual, yung let's say, we will answer quizzes, meron din po kami yung practical exam. We are trained first aiders, so hindi po kailangan mag-worry just in case merong mga medical emergency on board. And also, some cabin crews are also nurses. That's why the passengers don't have anything to worry about when it comes to medical emergencies because we are trained naman. And one also of the duties of a flight attendant is, of course, supplying passengers with newspapers, magazines, and in-flight entertainment. With AirAsia, we have magazines on sa seats na po. But since it is we are having a pandemic right now, less contact yung syempre gusto natin mangyari. So the company has decided to remove the magazines para hindi na rin masyadong maraming hinahawakan yung pasahero and to avoid na rin yung pagpasa-pasa ng virus and bacteria sa iba pang mga pasahero. Although the aircraft, every after passenger deplaning, nililinis yung aeroplano to make sure that it is disinfected before mag-board yung bagong set ng mga pasahero. And then, of course, the very most important part of our duty as a flight attendant is to deal with emergencies. Ang akala po kasi ng iba, pag flight attendant ka, dapat supermodel ka, dapat ganda lang yung pinapakita mo, ganon. Pero ang totoong trabaho po namin as flight attendant, yan ang hindi nyo dadasalin na mangyari ang totoong trabaho namin, which is to deal with emergencies. Siyempre, ayaw naman po natin mangyari yun, knock on wood, diba? So the end goal of a flight attendant is safety and security because as a flight attendant, we are safety personnel po. Alright? Sa aming trabaho, safety is always the topmost priority. Alright. So, alright. This is I think, the final topic, which is the flight attendant requirement. Ito yung isa sa mga very interesting topics to talk about. Now, for the flight attendant requirements, alam naman natin, many have dreamed, many have aspired, but only a few succeeded to get a flight attendant job. Why do you think so? Alright, so we will talk about it one by one. So first, for the first flight attendant requirement, we have the minimum age. All right.